This is the moment where a father's grief and frustration, simmering for 2 years, finally boiled over. He's charging in from the left to confront the defense attorney.
Rick Freeman and his family feel for the losses on the other side, but it's a question of what.
Come on, Mr. Coe. You put my son in the gun! No! Come on, Mr. Coe. It's okay. Please. No! You I hope your wife take you to the bank. I hope your son dies.
I've been such during this ordeal, and I have nothing to say now because nothing good can be said to you or your team.
Moments earlier, a jury acquitted sailor Richard Freeman III of driving drunk, crashing his car and killing passengers Lauren Koch.
She was our pride and joy.
And Cameron Richardson.
It's hard to explain to anyone the way you feel.
The crash, caught on video by an HRT bus, paralyzed a third passenger, Navy helicopter pilot Thomas Jaskell. He also suffered severe brain damage.
For him not to be able to do what he worked so hard to do just seems so unfair.
Since that day 2 summers ago, 3 families have endured dozens of trial delays. 2 sets of prosecutors took the case and then had to quit. A special prosecutor finally got the case to trial, but today the jury decided something besides Freeman's drinking might have caused the crash.
I think they believed his testimony. He was a very credible, a very respectful. He was subjected to a very hard cross-examination. He didn't lose his cool.
Freeman said while he was driving, someone or something from the back seat struck him in the head and knocked him out. The not guilty verdict was elation for a dozen of Freeman's relatives and friends.
My support meant everything. I couldn't have made it through without the support from both my family and my friends.
And it was heartbreak for the families of the passengers.
I'm angry at the lies that they put in front of this jury. I'm angry at the jury for believing those lies.
For the families, this is the bitter end of a sorrowful saga. At the Red Dog Saloon 2 summers ago, Lauren, Cameron, and Tom accepted a ride home from a sailor they had just met. Court testimony shows that while they thought he was sober, he was not. Minutes later, his car crashed.
And the hardest part is when he asks what happened to him, and we have to tell him.
Thomas Jaskell, who was in the back seat, lives in a facility for people with severe brain injuries. His memory is so shattered that every single day his mother has to tell him he was badly hurt in a crash and that his friends were killed. And every time he hears it, he cries, and so does his mother and sister. Tom will never get better.
My brother was always a tall man, 6'2", had a presence about him when he would stand up, and to watch him have to have the assistance of 2 people to be able to even try to stand out of his wheelchair, it's very hard to watch, but I'm so proud of him because he pushes through it every single day.
And now she will have to tell him, probably many times, that no one will be held responsible for the crash that changed his life and ended 2 others.
We put up a fight for our children. It's just we lost the battle.